Всем привет, с вами снова Филранес. Мы продолжаем проходить Хогвартс Леджиси. Прежде чем идти дальше по основному сюжету, я решил немножечко продвинуться по сюжетке с Нетти.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Конечно, готов. Погнали.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders, and as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Так, ну ладно, пойдем к этому тогда.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on
Этого
to.
мужика спасать надо теперь.
We're on the right. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Ой, какие вы тут все
Thank you for
сложные.
telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
У меня, кстати, мысленка. Бомбарду сюда. Левиосу сюда. Мы вот это я не так часто использую. Вот это все-таки больше атакующие. Вот это дополнительно вспомогающие атакующие. Вот. Плюс там еще огненные или всякие щиты снимать.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
А там сейчас вжух, и на нее напали. Судя по музыке, да.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Угу.
Accio! A hidden door. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
They don't seem to care for me.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Так, документы никакие собрать нельзя. Не обязательно. Найдите книгу стихов. Полное письмо. Найти Натти.
Revelio!
Just keep an eye out.
Здорово.
Expelliarmus! Electricity! Expelliarmus! My wand! Protego!
Ни хрена.
Incendio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Give it back! Black! Inspiration! Protego! Incendio! Leviosa! Protego! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
И всего делов.
Revelio.
Так. Лутаем.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
Я вообще думал, тут наверх попасть можно.
Revelio.
Так, стоять. Это, я так понимаю, улики. Так, какой-то
The book of poems that was taken
нашли.
from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Так, вот сюда бы. Может быть, здесь что-то лежит? Не это. Вот, отлично.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Палочка Иско Ботвиса. Здорово.
Mr. Rabe, Easy told me you've been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Да, пожалуйста.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Так, а что тут искать? Все, да.
Revelio.
Че шуршит?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once.
Мне почему-то кажется, это еще не конец. По-любому все их сюжетки движутся на весну.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, full dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
Вот именно.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Да. Ладненько, погнали тогда на основной сюжет. Так, это у нас вот сюда вот. Ага. Я здесь уже себе костер открыл. Чтоб по Шурику спутешествовать.
What are you up to now?
Это корабли, что ли?
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Was that your best? Leviosa. Confringo. A pity. Losing your stride. Crucible. I've been fighting since before you were born. Leviosa. Confringo.
I shall avenge your death.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Defender.
О, кайф.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Bombarda. Revelio.
This place stinks of Ranrock and his cronies.
Подожди. Что-то вкусненькое лежит.
Aloha Mora.
Мне кажется, тут светлее даже стало. Так.
No sign of Lodgok out here. He must be inside already.
Шахта береговая. Найти вот Гока.
Revelio.
Если его еще не прибили.
Look at the size of this mine.
Something seems wrong.
This place is
Руины
teeming with
Двемеров.
Ranrock's loyalists. I have to keep my wits about me.
Revelio.
This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts.
Фига себе.
But I'm in the driver's seat this time.
Something seems
Прикольно.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress.
Who was on that car?
Yeah, with his part, will ya?
That has to be the end up ahead.
Revelio. Confringo.
I wonder where these pipes go.
Accio. Revelio. Little moon. Expelliarmus.
Так, а с этим что делать?
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Alohomora. Leviosa. Confringo.
Так, доступно новые задания. А, наверное, Нати написала. Да? Да. Поговорить с Натти. Ну ладно, поговорим после этого заданьки тогда.
Confringo.
Это очень похоже на основной маршрут. Или нет? Что-то непонятно.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio. Часы. О, вот эта тема, кстати. Вернулся сюда же. Так, а что здесь в таком случае?
Confringo.
How nice of you to stop.
Leviosa.
Such arrogance.
Bombada. Expelliarmus.
Real magic tricks, one power. Nothing you do.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Bombada. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Bombada. I think they felt that in London.
Да, это жестко.
Revelio.
Так, что еще полутать есть? Ну, еще бочонок был взрывной. Ну и фиг с ним. И все, да? Ради одного легендарного типа сундучка. и хрен с ним. Пойдем дальше.
Revelio. Ragnarok is here. I hope Lodgok doesn't cross paths with him. Not quite.
You're like one who released oats.
Good friend.
I won't rest.
Good hold.
That's the students who stopped us at Bell.
You are postponing me. No! I will make you
Revelio. Where does this one lead? Off the beaten. Incendio should be enough to light these flames. I hope I can get to Ragnarok before Lodgok does.
Ой, мне почему-то кажется, Локдог как бы нас не предал в конце. А то, что он там говорил нам про жену, он наплел. Еще нам не привыкать ко всяким лживым скотам.
Another drill is complete. The wizarding world will
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drill and stop Ragnarok's works.
Confringo! You can't stop us.
Cruising.
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus.
No!
Bombard. Confringo.
That's the student who released Eloise.
Accio. You only have Ragnarok to blame. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Так, тут лутать нечего, да?
Bombarda.
That is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another. I found this one lurking outside. Lodgok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time, you knew where it was.
Are you alright?
I'll never understand you, Lodgok. So gullible.
Ладно, он нас
That
не
witch
предаст.
did not consider you an equal. See, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragbor's last journal. Wasted my time, chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind! No! Abracadabra!
Что-то так себе экшн-сцена. Мне кажется, мы когда на гиппогрифах сбегали, и то было эпичнее.
Poor Lodgok. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him. Revelio.
Так.
Now to get out of this blasted place.
Я только не понял, почему Руквуд предал Ранрока. А вот Кедавра в него зарядить попытался. Интересно. Девки
I'll send
пляшут.
word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time.
Так, начало вот это вот. Куда нам надо-то? В Хогвартс. Где мне с ней поговорить-то надо? Здесь, что ли? Ща и маменька всечет. Блять, я ж смотрел. Что-то через жопу здесь эти меточки.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted, and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me, and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
А, ниже. Так, теперь надо к деду. В зал картографии.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
I'm afraid I can't say. I didn't read the journals.
I fear you are correct. The situation is far from ideal, but we can wait no longer. I will defer to Professor Rockham as to how to proceed.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast.
Ну, пошли. Так, карта мира. Охренеть.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Кстати, я бы продал шмотки. У меня их, по-моему, уже много скопилось. О, прикольный фрак, кстати. Полуночный.
A fine choice. You won't regret it.
Херня. Туда же. Туда же. Я так понимаю, я почти что нормальные шмотки собрал. Уже почти все по характеристикам ниже.
Thank you for stopping by.
How nice to see you.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is it's likely because they no longer need to track the Keepers for information.
Confringo!
Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done.
И что же?
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
That's a head. I can't say that I do.
It appears to be a fearsome beast known as a graphorn. And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a graphorn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of graphorns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Have you ever subdued a graphorn, Professor?
I have, yes. Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that favor. It can be difficult, of course. They are massive, after all, but it's not impossible. It's my experience that many of your spells will have no real effect. You'll need to wear him down.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the mat chamber.
Спасибо. Так, летать мы тут не можем. Ну что, пойдем. Я, кстати, слышал, это самый сложный босс этой игры.
Let's go!
Что-то даже музычка никакая не играет. Я, кстати, по-моему, тут еще не бывал. Замок какой-то. А может, и бывал.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
abandoned long.
Can't figure out why they.
This must be the place.
Смертники поехали.
Very well, Lord of the Shore. Show yourself.
Ёбаный рот. Да ну нахуй, Миша. Молодежь. Еще все? Победа. Кажется, нет. Хорошо, у меня броня крепкая.
I need your help, friend.
Хуя. Имеется мощная атака в рывке. Мне кажется, или музыка заиграла из приручения, как приручить дракона. Серьезно, что-то похожее.
Didn't anyone ever teach you not to take things that don't belong to you?
Здорово, пацаны, как дела?
It'll take more than this to stop the Lord of the Shore. You interfered with us and that woman, isn't it?
Expulso!
I should investigate. We're crossing that bridge whether you like it or not.
You must answer for what you did to Iona Morgan.
Time for you all to clear out.
Это выпустить потом с него рога нужны для улучшения некоторых шмоток.
Revelio.
Тюрбан.
Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber. Revelio.
Никаких вкусняшек, да? Ну и ладно, не очень-то и хотелось.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morganach, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Oh, Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? We won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
Нихуя себе. Это вот, к слову, про Себастьяна, что иногда это нужно применять.
Revelio.
А тут там все Себастьяна хуесосит. Надо. Он же не будет всех подряд, правильно? Вот как этот сейчас вырулил всю ситуацию. Здорово, пацаны.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now?
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
Что ж, я тоже с вами see you soon. С вами был Феоранес. Всем пока и до новых встреч.